initial impressions on those players that the Amazon Warriors have
Well, Akeem, no surprises there at all. If you look at 2019, when the Amazon Warriors had a phenomenal run, 11 wins and just that final defeat, the core players are the ones that are retained, well, except for the one signing in terms of the emerging player in Kevin Sinclair. Those guys that were signed there by the Amazon Warriors, they carried the Amazon Warriors in that phenomenal season, with the exception of Anthony Bramble, who was there on the bench, did not get a game, but the others, they really pulled their weight. And because of their contributions throughout the tournament last year, the Amazon Warriors made it to the final without losing a game. And in the final, you know what happened. But no surprises there. Those are the guys that the Amazon Warriors over the season got good performances. And even if one person did not step up, the others were there to fill that breach. And because of that, I think that was the success. And I maintain it. It's a good core players that the Amazon Warriors have selected so far.
some players you're looking forward to seeing do well this season should tournament comes off.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward for the young, exciting Brandon King to continue his good form at the CPL level. He did really well last year, leading batsman Nicholas Puran. We know he's like he would like last year because of the top order performances with Brandon King and Chandra Paul Hemraj, and to a lesser extent Shimon Hetmaya. So I'd love for King to continue to show that he's capable enough, that consistency can continue to follow him. Like to see Puran getting through as well with more opportunities. Hetmaya and Kibo Paul, these are guys that we're looking forward to from a local standpoint for long careers at any level. And with the exciting Rutherford as well, not a lot of opportunities because of the exciting top order and the excellent top order starts we had last year. We're hoping that these guys can come into their own. With the ball, Shepard, uh, Kibo Paul, these guys, we know that they can really dominate on their day. We're hoping that they can have some opportunities as well if it comes off. But let's look at this. Young Kevin Sinclair. He was the emerging player in the West Indies emerging players team that really stood out. And it was no surprise when he was actually signed by the Amazon Warriors almost immediately when his name went into that pool. He was the most economical bowler. And if you look at what's happening with Chris Green, the off spinner from the Amazon Warriors, who played a few seasons with the Amazon Warriors with great success, being banned internationally, cannot bowl. So it means that Kevin Sinclair is a like for like replacement. He can bowl in new ball, bowls very well in limited overs with that white ball, and he can bat. He's a batsman who can bowl more than a bowler who can bat, in my opinion. So that's a perfect pick for the Amazon Warriors, and I'm hoping that Sinclair can have a really good season once get into the final 11.
Yeah, on the presumption that we go with the backup plan, I think it's I would call it Plan B, that no international players are brought in for this season. Who are some local Guyanese players you would think are good options to be fillers into the Amazon Warriors team? Those obviously that haven't been retained. Some other options you would have been noticing on the local circuit.
Since 2013, the Amazon Warriors had used Samir Pomal with great effect, and he did not play a game last year because of the likes of Imran Tahir, Sharab Khan, Case Ahmad, um, Green himself, and captain Shoaib Malik last year, and then to a lesser extent, left arm spinner Hemraj, and that's Chandapol Hemraj. So no need for Samir Pomal last year, but I would like to see him at least getting an opportunity if no international player is going to be coming in because with his experience, he can really put on a good show on his day. He's one player I would like to see getting in again. And if you look on the local scene and if you look at the 10 players that are selected so far, there's no out and out fast bowler. So maybe young Smith, Niall Smith from Berbice, maybe he can get an opportunity as well as a young express fast bowler. There's no Pestanos this year so far because of that. I'm not sure how his injury to his knee is coming, how it's healing. But Niall Smith, he's a good prospect as well. And you mentioned in Guyana, but last year in the Amazon Warriors we had Keegan Simmons last year. If Simmons should be given an opportunity to play, I think he can fill that middle order breach that may be vacated now that Shoaib Malik, let's say that he's not coming, no international players, that Shoaib Malik spot where he can actually hold the middle order together and accumulate runs rather than go bashing it. And perhaps somebody like a Keegan Simmons who can replace Malik, not in potential, but in credentials. I'd like to see coming into that middle order. So those are some of the names I would like to see coming back in.
And finally, John, should they go ahead and you really see any possibility of a regional tournament coming to more fruition since the CPL seem extremely, optimistic that they could pull off some CPL tournament this year. Um, what changes will you expect? What mood do you anticipate our regional CPL tournament to be?
Well, I know the crowd is going to be, that's something totally different because it's labeled the biggest party in sport. And the crowd is a major part of this party. And if there's no crowd behind, if you're going to play CPL, let's say at the Kensington Oval behind closed doors, it means that the crowd is going to be not there. And it means now that some of the teams who feed off of the crowd will not have that kind of support, that 12th-man support. Then there's also that option as well, where some teams are intimidated by the crowd because it's not a home crowd. And it can also have that level playing field, so to speak. And if you look at what Hayden Walsh said the other day, that playing in front of an empty stadium is not something new to him because regional cricket, regional 4-day cricket, it's something like that. So I'd like to see that cricket is played definitely, but if it's going to be under regulations like this, I don't have a problem. And we're hoping that better sense prevail because at the end of the day, safety first.
All right, you heard there from John Ram Singh. He had some time in previous situations with the Amazon Warriors as their media manager, marketing manager. One would hope that CPL could be played this year, but it's being played under the safety guidelines as provided. Right now, the CPL is still hopeful to go ahead between their gap in August 19th to September 26th.